Hey everybody, I'm Arglefump, and this is Great Ace Attorney Adventures. We just got the water bottle that the victim and Miss Brett both drank from on the day of the murder. Miss Brett. Can you confirm this is indeed the bottle from which you drank? Yes, it was that bottle. Wait, what was that all about? She seemed to avert her eyes when she answered the judge's question. Very well, counsel, you can resume cross-examination. And the inspector will kindly control his fervor. Stop getting so excited, Inspector Hosonaga. Nobody likes an overexcited waiter. Okay, so that is a very important piece of evidence because she has statement number 4, which is about taking a person's life without leaving a trace. Well, poison is how you can take somebody's life without leaving a trace. So present the water bottle at this statement.
Yes!
I think the victim was poisoned. The victim was poisoned by the bottle of water, and so that's why the victim was already dead before the burn was made on his hand. He died of poison, not of gunshot wound. There is a method of killing a man without leaving a trace that comes to mind. Obviously, I'm referring to poison. Poison? On the day of his death, we know Dr. Wilson drank from this bottle of carbonated water. Could it be that there was poison inside? Poisoning someone's water when they're forbidden to eat, when they can only drink water, that's kind of a nasty plan, because you'd probably know for sure that person would be drinking water that day. Could it be the professor died after taking a sip from his glass? Is that possible? Order, order, order! And on that day, who was sitting at the same table as the professor and able to slip poison into his drink? Only one person could have done it. Jezzael Brett, it was you!
Objection!
This is outrageous to suggest such a thing without a scrap of evidence. You little rookie imbecile. Have you even considered the delicate situation our country finds itself in now? Have you forgotten we just signed an accord of friendship with the British Empire? Have you even the vaguest inkling that your rash accusations could jeopardize the entire treaty?
Objection!
This is not a political arena. This is a trial to determine one individual's guilt with respect to one crime. What? The fact this woman is British makes no difference. We're here to determine the truth. If I may, I have an idea here, so if I may interrupt, why don't we prove it's poison by asking her to drink the water in question? She would refuse to drink the water because she knows it's poison, right?
Shut up!
Oh, jeez. Shut up! You should be silent. Apparently that's what her voice sounds like. Of course. Of course, dear lady. Now, where did that come from? She just snapped. I'm afraid I may have spoken unfairly before. I offer my most humble apologies. I'm sorry, my lady. To what are you referring? I described your police force as inferior. But no matter how inferior they may be, you still investigated this one particular point thoroughly, I believe. The bottle, I mean, Inspector. Whether it contained poison or not. Of course. Wait, they already did the test? Have you forgotten what my guiding principle is already? I strive for a flawless investigation every time. I don't believe it. Naturally, we tested the inside of the bottle and its contents. And what'd you find, Inspector? I ordered tests for every toxin available in this country at the present time. We couldn't find any trace of poison in any description in the bottle of carbonated water, Your Excellency. What? You sure? The tests were meticulously carried out by the chief coroner himself. No! Oh, and I was so grateful to you all you Japanese. You've successfully established my complete innocence in this horrid affair. Thank you. Oh, but of course, dear lady, the pleasure was all ours. Man, the prosecutor is such a suck-up. Oh man, I was so sure. This can't be right. Everything falls into place if he was poisoned. Thank you, counsel. I think the cross-examinations clarified everything. As the prosecution has asserted, a shot to the chest from this gun is the only conceivable cause of death. Furthermore, the accused, who by his own admission was holding this weapon, is the only possible culprit. Excuse me, Your Honor, you are holding the gun right now. Could you maybe hand the gun to me so I can examine it? Maybe. Maybe I could do that, please? The court wants to apologize for the great inconvenience it's caused you, Miss Brett. Oh no, I'm just glad the matter's resolved. Before proceeding, I must ask the counsel for the defense. Do you have any further new evidence to present the court at this point? Kazuma? You got anything, bro? I'm sorry, Ryunosuke. I have nothing more. Well, if you'll excuse me now, I really must be leaving.
Hold it!
What? It's the professor's daughter. Please wait. What's the meaning of this? An unexpected interruption. Forgive me for intruding on court proceedings, Your Excellency. I'm Susato Mikotoba, judicial assistant to the defense. Susato Mikotoba? Yeah, so she is the professor's daughter. In my darkest hour, with nowhere left to go, she appeared like a bolt of lightning. And in her hand, she carried a small package wrapped in a furoshiki cloth. And that's when I fell in love. Oh, I fell in love with the mystery woman who showed up in my darkest hour. She managed to save me with her little cloth. It was so exciting. It was so amazing. I can't believe how great it was. Obviously, that dramatic called for a musical. Yeah, I do remember. So, when the court left for recess, the professor sent her to get something. We weren't sure what the professor was sent her to get. He kept that a secret. Well, it looks like we're gonna find out what he sent her to get. Well, I understand you're the judicial assistant to defense, but why did you suddenly ingress into my courtroom? A judicial assistant and a woman, no less. The rule states females are not permitted into this court of law other than to testify. Yes, I fully understand. I only asked for 5 minutes of time. I have some vital evidence I must hand over to the defense. You're too late, little girl. The trial's already been concluded. 5 minutes. I will not allow a moment more. But, Your Excellency! The trial has not been concluded, sir. The judge did not declare a verdict. I'm most grateful. It's interesting. We get to meet this new character. So, who exactly are you? I'm sorry, there's no time. Please, simply accept this for now. Accept my evidence. Report, written in English. It's Jezeel Brett's research. Englishwoman's? After the trial resumed earlier, I hurried back to university. I went to Dr. Wilson's laboratory in the medical facility and borrowed this paper. Yes, that's right. Miss Brett was studying under the professor, wasn't she? So does this research, whatever it is, have something to do with the case? I'm afraid I don't know. I haven't been able to listen to the proceedings of the trial myself. I just explained where I was for the past half hour. Yeah, you've been gone for a while. A lot has happened. Oh, of course you don't know what's going on. Special characteristics of curare and its effects on human subjects. Interesting. Curare? What's that? Some sort of fancy poison that nobody's ever heard of before? Time's up! Okay, she didn't really need 5 minutes to write this piece of paper. Yeah, she didn't really need that much time. Okay, the prosecution demands the immediate removal of this female trespasser from the courtroom. There was too little time for me to read it in detail. I summarized what I could on a note inside the cover. If you think it could be valuable, please cast your eye over it. This is wonderful. Thank you. G. Zale's report added. Court record. Goodbye then. Good luck. Thank you very much, Susato. Hopefully, she is the one who saves me. The one that turns this trial around. And I definitely want to check out this new piece of evidence. So much evidence. Check it out. We've got lots of evidence here. So this is a poison made from the bark of trees in jungles of South America. Hunters of the region used it since ancient times to incapacitate their prey. Instant paralysis, death very quickly, even in a small dose. Okay, it occurs when the poison enters the body through a wound, like a blowpipe dart. Due to its ability to render the human body paralytic, the toxin could be used as an anesthetic. Oh man, and the doctor got anesthesia on the day he died. However, a solution for the respiratory arrest caused by as a result of full body paralysis has to be found first, or the patients would die. So that's why they don't exactly use that. Okay, good to know.